Wah 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 wah. Kojika. Yeah, I'm not gonna make that stick. What was I looking for? My blueprints. Give me 1 second. My head got broke. I can't see with my eyes. Oh, why did I do that? I broke it again. I hit the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. I'll get there. There, now I'm looking where I should. Thank you, time, for coming. Alright. Is it gonna let me pick where I continue from? Yeah. Okay, cool. Right, we have this now. Ooh. So we have to do something right here to stop it. How goes things? It's a little warmer today. That helps. And I'm this much closer to getting my good medicines so I can sleep with my narcolepsy, which will be very good. I will love sleep. I wonder if it has like these broken glasses because you can die there. I don't think I died here though, but I'm guessing this is where I gotta go. Let's try restarting and see what happens. 1 a.m. Shogo Okie. Kimchi Boribak. Koen. Hi. Hi, lady. Forgot your name. What about you, Time? How have you been? If I recall what happens. I've gotten most of my memory back, but I still feel a bit out of it. Wait, didn't I already look at this? Sushi! Ooh, what kind of sushi? I love sushi. Can I, like, investigate the playground more? No? Because we know what happens, right? She starts, like, freaking out. Crab! Crab is the best. I like salmon, too. And tuna. Tuna. Did you know you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish? I mean, just now. It kind of sounded like you were saying that only people with spirit sense can see you. Of course that was a joke. Duh. You don't really think I'm some kind of evil spirit, do you? Actually, I'm not sure. But yeah. I meant what I said about your spirit sense being strong. I bet you could down a whole gimlet in one gulp. Oh my god, it's back to the drinking. I don't need to read this. We already went through this. She's talking about her Moscow mules, which... If you've never had a Moscow mule, they're not that good. Oh god, yeah, the gimlet. She's back. Drinking the gimli. My axe. You know. I'm trying to, like, look to see if anything's out of place. I feel like the... Wait, how close is she? I feel like the playground is going to be where I gotta look, but I don't see anything. It is a really weird playground. I don't want her to die this time. That's what we're trying to do. Blah, 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 blah. Wait, can I recall anything now? Different? No, maybe because I did it. Maybe I did it wrong. Remember, I can only drink her. I can only have a drink with her if I... What's that over there? Do you see something moving, or is that just me being weird? It kind of looks like right here, there's like some blue and pink moving, but it might just be me. Kino se kana? Is anybody in the phone booth? Okay, I'm not the only one good. I don't know who has the brain cell. I know there's gonna be something out of place. I just don't know where or when or how or who or why. You're right. He probably does. Terrible. Yeah, maybe I should have just said resume instead of start over. I wasn't sure. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to be clicking a lot. Because I'm not quite sure how I'm going to observe what's different. I keep wanting to look at the trash, but he won't look at the trash. I don't know why. It's such a beautiful trash. And I really don't like that playground. It's very unsettling. I will say the premise for like the whole concept of them talking about like these ghost stories that they're not even really ghost stories. I don't get that part, but I mean, I get the rest of it, so. It might be that whole thing that ghost power has, if they believe in it, it has power kind of thing. At some point, she's going to get scared. That's what I got to figure out is to make her not die if I'm scared. I might have to do this one again if I did it wrong, because Ogopopo, that's her dog's name. I remember that. Ogopopo. What a good name. Somebody name your pet, your next pet. Maybe, I hope it makes sense down the line. Because, I mean, I get that each of the curse items resembles them, which is part of the rite. So I'm guessing that is the main connection. But there's got to be more to each curse item. But she did say that they could have been easily corrupted since their initial stories, which makes sense because we know this was a girl who was left there and drowned. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Okay, so this is where... What if I just don't turn around? Because where is the actual... I'm not actually sure. Can you look up? I can. We spin. I guess what would really help is if I knew exactly... Oh, you don't say. But yeah, if I knew exactly what was the halfway point, I'm not sure though. I think it's like right around here. Whoa! Because I see this right here. Oh, hi, Spiker. Oh, hi. Something there I can't see. But see, I don't want to use that again because that's going to be what kills her, right? And I can't use it over here. Nobody's on the phone. Oh, something strange. That's all I see, but if I do that again, I'm going to kill her again. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what did it the first time. That's the only thing I see. Because, yeah, when I click on it there... But if I press LT, she's going to die again, isn't she? Is there any other... So this is to be the area that's right around it. Yeah, because when I get closer to her, it won't let me do it anymore. You know what? Let's do that. That's new. I didn't do anything. Did I slap her? This is different. I don't think she's dead. Spiker, she solved the thing behind me, which was probably you. Yeah, I kept her alive. Okay, this is different at least. Yeah, you tell Mom that you've scared her to death. Well, that's my guess because we already did get the bad end. Because, yeah, if you remember last time, she was dead. But I used my power, or, well, we don't actually know if it's his power. Wait, what did you say? I think I've heard that before. You're the one who said it earlier. Oh, right, that might have been it. My humors were off balance. What, back there? You ended up like that because of your humors? Yeah, I've heard that at this age, your humors being even a little off can be fatal. He's like, I'm just going to smile and nod. I'm glad you're back to normal now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble. But I really don't remember what happened. Sounds like what happened to me. Maybe this place is dangerous somehow. What? Are you backing out? Yeah, it just doesn't feel safe to me, and I'm worried about you. Let's call off today's investigation. Come on, I just started feeling back to normal, too. Nope, not happening. Go home. I'll even pay your cab fare, okay? Wait. They're actually a thing? Oh. I thought she was talking about her humerus bone the whole time. So Wong showed me it is actually something from hypocrisy. Hippocrates. I don't know why I can't say that today. But yeah, so there are 4 humors. Like blood is one of them. It's 4 liquids or something in humans. Blood. Wait, it's blood. Which one? So it's phlegm, blood, black bile, and yellow bile. I don't know. Wait, that's not good. Even then, she wouldn't stop complaining. Wong's like, I've done all those colors. No. So to placate her, I promised I'd search the park on my own for a little while longer. Okay, so we kept her in the clear at least. I didn't kill her. Yeah. Look, we opened up a new route. See? Because none of this stuff happened because she was... So I didn't get the curse item either. I guess... Are we searching by ourselves then? Oh no, this music. Kinshibori Koen. In further news... Oh, oops, now it's me. Before dawn today, a police officer on patrol discovered a man collapsed in Sumida City Park. So this time he got it. The man was taken to the hospital, but his death was confirmed shortly after. Investigations are still underway, but police suspect a connection to the other unexplained deaths found in the area around the same time. So I didn't even get to do anything? Damn. Kini narimasu. I thought I was supposed to not kill him. Game over, guys. That's it. The end of the game. Can I skip these credits? I think so, right? I just died because of you. So, Spiker, because I don't think you were here for the first one. So this game is like trippy, but you're basically, there's these curses. That was just a prologue. Yeah, and then I died. Yeah, the next day, so Wong was out. I'm just explaining to him. So yeah, after you save her, the next day they find his body there in the same position that she would have been. But we were pretty sure that he didn't have that curse, so, and he definitely didn't have it this time. In fact, but this is not the end. Far from it. In fact, this is where the story finally begins. The routes of the 3 protagonists have now been unlocked. Oh, Harui Shigema, a woman who lost her son when he was kidnapped and murdered. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, the chief inspector of the 1st Investigative Division, who is looking into the death of an officer in the line of duty. Yako Sakazaki, a high school girl who wants to bring her friend back from the dead, a girl who died in a suspicious suicide. Each of them is burdened with circumstances that leave them no choice but to seek the right of resurrection. Following these 3 storylines will reveal the full nature of all that is occurring. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale. Wait, so what is Shogo? He's not even a main character? That's it? What if you can save him in one of the other timelines, I wonder? Because I can go back to this at any point. We know he met the others. He dead for now. Because we don't know when these are going to start. So which one do you guys think we should start with? Any preference? Hot mom? Okay, got it. Tetsuo. Haruhi? Yeah, that's the one Wong was saying too. We can go this. That's fine. Yeah, we'll go with hot mom, okay, guys? Shigima Haruhi-san. You guys can all call her Oka-san, okay? When the son of Haruhi Shigima was kidnapped, a botched investigation by the police resulted in the child's murder. Oh. 1 year later, Haruhi has hired a private detective or investigator to help resolve the unsettled case. Late at night, while speaking to the detective at her home, something strange suddenly appears. Ooh. Oh, you want a detective, Spiker? I didn't even see that. I'm sorry. May those who mock fires something perish in flame. Kill them. Kill them. The flame bearers. Kill them all. You have acquired the power of the cursed stone, the haunting clappers. You can use it to kill those with fire or a fire-starting device on their person. So I have to use my cursor to do it. So we did know this was her thing because it hit us. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. See if I can remember the voices I did for these guys last time. Sa. Korose. Kill. Sorry, I keep wanting to read the Japanese. Kikoeruka? Can you hear it, curse bearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them with a curse. Noroi korose. There's a detective in this one, Spiker. Does that help? The actual detective, not the police detective. This game is scaring you? Why? It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. I'll light you on fire next time. Back with me, ma'am. I think that's the detective. I gave him a southern accent kind of last time. Can't say I understand what just happened, but it certainly seems to have put you in a good mood. This might be the first time I've ever seen you really smile. Sweet dreams? But this is mom, right? This is our mom. Oh, mom will say it's fine. She knows I can't do it yet. No. Not dreams. Sounds like something I might want to hear about. Don't worry about it. Okay, so, let's think. Let's think for a second. My heart's still racing. This is it. My chance at long last. Very nice, Japanese style house. An old hanging scroll. I don't know who painted it. It's been hanging here since before I was born. Wait, so did she just like stay in her parents' house then, I guess? An arrangement of flowers. We bring in someone to do it. I don't even know what the flowers are called. Flowers is what they're called. A stereo unit with separated speakers designed for home use. My husband insisted on buying one, even though he isn't one to listen to music often. You have a husband? What's this? Well, be damned. If that is what I think it is, goodness, you made me jump. It's just a silly little sticker my son got from somewhere or other. You have a son? Put it up. Oh, wait, that's me talking now. He put it up just before. Well, you know what happened. I still can't bring myself to take it down. Let me take a closer look. What is that? I knew it. It's Head Honcho from way back in set number 1. That's a real collector's item. Oh my God, it's Pokemon. Excuse me? Don't tell me you've never heard of the Mockingbirds. The what? They're the hottest new craze. Cute little birds dressed up like rough and tumble delinquents. Okay, those are actually kind of adorable. I've never heard of them, but this certainly seems to matter to you. You know what? That's only because you're dead in this storyline, Spiker. Best part is nobody knows who made them. They just started showing up around town, and soon enough, they won everybody's hearts. Story goes that they're made by some anonymous artist who covertly leaves them behind in specific locations. No one knows when or where they'll show up next. They're basically an urban legend, I'm sure. Oh, I wonder if they have something to do with the curse. Someone would turn up here of all places. This is a good sign. I'm sure of it. I don't think so. Oh, well, that's nice. So I'm guessing this is like a silly collect quest. I'm very excited about looking for these stickers now because that is me. You can at least look up, but I don't think there's anything to see. Oh, I can look at the chandelier. The lights. The chandelier is the only thing in here that's my choice. It's my favorite part of the room. Oh, that's sad. Nothing in here is hers. Oh my God, a fax machine. A fax machine. It can send images to other places along the telephone network. I don't really know how it works. Most houses don't have one. I really find a use for it. Yeah, nobody uses faxes anymore. Oh my God, we have a TV. The guest table. I don't know where Father got this old thing from, but I've never liked it. Why? It looks fine to me, but I don't know. A color television. Father bought one as soon as it hit the market. He likes to have the latest gadgets. Unlike the latest model, there is no remote control. We've had it for a long time. Back when it was new, we all gathered around it and marveled at it as a family. But with Father and my husband being away so often, it quickly fell into disuse. Yeah, we don't really know anything about her. That's what I'm clicking. Do you have a lighter on you, dude? I'd like to light you on fire. No. A private investigator I hired. A friend told me about him. They said he's not very well known, but he's good at what he does. When I first visited his office in Ota City, saw how he was dressed, I could hardly believe he was a detective. Thought he was a cowboy. Or Michael Jackson, I'm not sure. But after talking to him for a while, I changed my mind. He says some strange things at times, but he seems like the reliable sort. He's blinking at me. He's blinking at me. Is he giving me slow blinks? I guess I've looked at everything I can look at, unless I can look at his... No, okay. His sitting. Let me bring you up to speed. We were in the middle of a chat when you suddenly started spacing out. The whole time you were grinning to yourself like you just won the lottery. Care to tell me what that was all about? Well, where to start? Apparently at the chandelier. Interesting. Very interesting. So, the haunted cloudburst curse echo appeared out of nowhere. Told you to perform the rite of resurrection and gave you the curse. You'll need to do it. Have I got that right? That's right. So it's all real. Honestly, I still find that hard to believe. But I guess I have to now. I saw that cursed stone and pear in your hand myself. Oh. It looked like it popped clean out of thin air. With evidence that clear, there's no denying that there's some supernatural force at work. Was it on an animation cell? What's behind you anyways? I want to see that. What is that? Is that part of the chair? Let's think for a bit. I don't know. I like the think button. No, she's just saying that same stuff. Okay. I don't think you quite understand. Oh? This isn't about evidence. It isn't about belief. It's more than that. I know it's real. The moment the curse appeared, I knew everything before it even said a word. It was already there in my head, as clear as day. You just knew, huh? It was etched onto my soul, along with the curse's echoes, resentful memories. So I can feel it, what it was like. Dying like they did, hundreds of years ago. Writhed in flame, writhing in pain, as the flesh blackens and my blood boils. I can feel it. All the agony, all the rage. It fills me with bloodlust. I think I need to kill someone. Anyone will do, just as long as they're carrying fire. I see. That could be a problem. You think so? From what I know of you, I'm sure you'd see it as an opportunity. The stronger the desire to resurrect someone, the stronger the urge to kill. That's how it seems to me anyway. Good grief, talking about a spanner in the works. What does that mean? What does that mean? Does anybody know what that means? I say we take stock for a moment, remind ourselves where we've come from and where we're going. That might be a good idea. Cotton Eye Joe, where he come from, where he go. Now we can think, I guess. Oh, I didn't look at the clock last time. The swinging of the pendulum echoes throughout the room. Feels livelier than usual with Richter here. Usually, it's just me. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Everyone leave her. Go find her. You guys made her into this crazy person, okay? That's what you hired me for, ma'am, to look into your son's kidnapping last year. To uncover the truth behind the abduction and murder of Shuichi Shiguma. Oh, yes. I remember. They never did find the one who did it. That's what I'm here about today, in fact. Kind of you to let me drop by so late, by the way. Been turning over every last stone, and I've come up with a green total of 1 lead. So you said. As far as the police are concerned, it's a cold case, but I've managed to make some headway. I remember. You were just about to tell me. I'm gonna take a drink of water. Oh my god, did you know talking like that is hard? You know, we still need to figure out exactly what you want me to do. Tell you what, why don't I tell you what I found and then we can make a decision? All right. Yeah, what do we want to do? Murder someone? Yeah, murder someone. Murder. Arson, yes. Good. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. It's apparently a hot mom. You know, we still need to figure out exactly what you want me to... Wait, didn't I just say that? I suppose there's not much point going over the kidnapping itself. No, I'm very familiar. Then I'll leave that for the files to cover and just confirm a few things about the case. The police trace the culprit's callback to, let's see here, Northern Oyoko River, here in Sumida City. That's quite a wide area. That's right. In the end, they never managed to nail down exactly where the calls were coming from, but it was almost certainly the same location that Shuichi was being held captive, since Shuichi's voice could be heard during the killer's calls. Northern Oyoko River is quite a distance from Shuichi's normal school commute. Factoring in that he was seen at school but went missing before he arrived at the house, it's likely he was abducted by car en his route home. Maybe, but... Exactly. Shuichi was a clever boy. He never would have gotten into a car with a stranger. That's right. I was very firm about that. I know he understood, too. I even saw him warning the other children. It's possible that they forced him into the car. The only issue there weren't any witnesses to the kidnapping. You can't bundle someone into a car with that many students around and not be noticed. But nobody came forward to say that they saw anything suspicious. So, did they target him at some other time or somewhere away from his usual route? Both of those seem a little far-fetched. Which raises the question, how did the kidnapper pull it off? The police never managed to find an answer. It's somebody who he knew, right? That's gotta be it. In the end, they decided that the kidnapper must have gotten lucky. Well, why not to turn the problem on its head? Yeah, seeing upside down guys. I'm pretty sure it would be somebody he knew then. Only thing that makes sense to me is if it were somebody he would have a reason to trust. Exactly, see? I got it. Teacher, perhaps, or relative, or somebody else he knew. But all the students but all the adults Shuichi knew had alibis. The police checked them all thoroughly. They did, huh? No one throws numbers out of problem like cops. But what if wasn't someone he knew? Or rather, what if the culprit disguised themselves as a police officer? Okay, that's also a route. That would explain why he didn't find them suspicious. The Shiguma family has close ties with the police, after all. We do. He would have had a reason to trust them. You might be right. But surely that couldn't have... Well, there's a problem with that theory. You'd be surprised how much police officers stand out. That's sort of the point, after all. They're meant to be visible deterrent against crime. What if he was his dad? But here's another interesting little bit of trivia I happen to know. When you ask people to imagine someone suspicious, nobody pictures women or children. Even kids who've been warned about stranger danger often subconsciously expect that danger to look like an adult man. That's right, don't trust children. Besides, Shuichi was the sort of boy who wanted to be a police officer when he grew up. He must have had a very strong sense of what's right and wrong. I wonder if he was trying to help a little girl or something. That's right. Wait, surely you can't mean... Now you're getting it. If, say, a young woman approached Shuichi asking for help, what would he have done? If someone like that said they were lost and asked him for directions, would he have gotten into a car? He might have. My husband always told me that a man had a duty to watch out for women and children. You could certainly argue that kind of attitude is outdated nowadays. But if Shuichi believed it, then we might have something here. Then you think the culprit was a young woman? But it was a man's voice on the phone. She might have been an accomplice, or maybe she didn't even realize she was being used. If anything, that would explain why she hasn't come forward. She herself might not realize she had anything to do with the case. Which one of you guys did it? So the question is, did anybody see Shuichi speaking with a young woman on the day of his disappearance? I don't know, man, Spiker. I think you can pull off a young woman. See what I said about people's biases? That goes for witnesses too. And I figured that maybe if I started asking new questions, I might get some new answers. So I spent my day asking around Shuichi's school route, seeing if anyone had seen something. And one man thought he had. Do you mean he saw it happen? I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mute line. That's my line. Shh. Where's my mute button? Well, I can't see that for sure yet. Turned out he wanted something from me, so he asked if we could talk in private. Ooh. He wants to have a... Probably because this guy's like, open shirt. Several hours earlier. All right, this should do. There's no one around. We can speak in confidence. Excuse me. What was your name again? Oh, him. Janochi. I don't know. Actually, this is different, isn't it? He kind of looks like that one guy, but I don't think he is he? He also looks like a cowboy. Got it. Well, Janochi, I'm all ears. Just so we're on the same page. You're a private detective investigating Shuichi Shigima's kidnapping. Do I have that right? Of course. What else do I look like? Cowboy? How should I know what a private detective looks like? Oh, forget it. Look, I'll tell you straight. My life is in danger. I need your help. Huh? Yo, excuse me if you caught me a little off guard. Let me ask you straight. Who is trying to kill you? Are you one of these guys, or are you just part of their cowboy posse? A student called Michiyo Shiraishi. Interesting. A squirrel girl, eh? That's not the name of the other one, though. Sounds like you've been naughty. It's nothing like that. The girl, she's a murderer. I'm the only one who knows, but I saw what she did. Michiyo Shiraishi. I saw her kidnap Shuichi Shigema. Come again? I saw her talk to him on the street and lead him away. I didn't think much of it at the time, but then he went missing. She murdered him, I'm sure of it. Or at least she's got something to do with it. That's what you're here for, isn't it? Then you can't let her get to me. That's true. You've been sitting on some valuable information. How do you sit on that? Wouldn't it hurt? Why didn't you tell anyone? Well, you see, if you can't explain that, I don't have any reason to believe you. I couldn't. She told me she'd kill me if I spoke a word. You're telling me a schoolgirl had you scared for your life? So you've been sitting on that all this time and you think she's coming for you now that you spilled the beans? Yes, that's it, exactly. I'm begging you, don't let her get me. Arrest her, I'm telling you, she's a demon. Well, you seem to believe what you're saying. But it just doesn't add up. How could a schoolgirl have a fully grown man so terrified? Is he fully grown? You don't know what she can do. She'll curse me. Curse ya? I'm sorry, but you're losing me here. It's true. Her house, it's... Oh, forget it. Why do I even bother? You seem dubious enough to believe me, but I should have known you'd never understand. Enough. I'll find someone else to help me. Hey. He made me think of that, but it was a college student we saw before. Oh, unless he was the one on the bridge, which I never saw. Or was he that one? We never saw the guy that I killed without looking at him either. I just kind of guessed randomly. And that's about the long and short of it. I can hardly believe it. At that time, I thought his mentions of curses was just crazy talk. But I'm starting to see that there may have been more to it. Oops. Then, if we can just find that girl. Curse or no curse, if she was with Shuichi on the day of the kidnapping, then there's a good chance she knows something. On top of that, I did some digging on the man I spoke to. His full name is Kohei Jonochi. He is a teacher at Komagata High School, the here in Sumida. So he's definitely related to Yako's thing, but I wonder if that's the girl who commits suicide. It's the one we're talking about. A teacher? Then this schoolgirl? Is one of his students? I think that's very likely. Think. What happens if we think now? Will we see different things? Nope. Unless we got a lead. Hopefully it's the break thing you're looking for. Okay. You know, we still need to figure out exactly... Oh, no, I guess I gotta talk to him about the rite of resurrection. The rite of resurrection, huh? I read about it in an occult magazine the other day. Apparently some old book showed up recently with all the gory details. They say that the rite can be found somewhere in Honjo. I remember the first time you told me about that. It felt like my prayers had been heard. Like I had hope, real hope, for the first time. Ever since that awful day, I've wondered, what if I hadn't sent him to school? What if I had just paid the ransom? That a day goes by when I don't think that that if I'd done something differently, Shuichi would still be alive. You can't blame yourself, ma'am. It was the culprit's fault, not yours. Though I know that won't help any. And grief is funny like that. I'm guessing that's why you're after the right. Guess I didn't need to ask. It's written all over your face in Sharpie. I could tell how much he meant to you. But, and this is a big but, if this route is a real deal, using it will mean killing someone and stealing their soul. Is that a problem? If it comes to that, I'm afraid I'll have to stop you. Oh, that's a shame. A shame, huh? That's all? I thought, if I'm going to be competing with other curse bearers, then your detective skills might come in useful. Wait, what? Might come in useful. I don't like the way that's worded. Might be useful or might come in handy, I think. You realize you're talking about ending someone's life, right? Don't you see an issue with that? No, not really. I think any parent in my position would happily kill for a chance like this. Is that so? Is it? Oh dear, what have I gotten myself into? Not a deer. I don't see a single deer around here. If it makes you uncomfortable, then you won't have to get any blood on your hands yourself. I don't need you to kill the other curse bearers. I only need you to find them. I won't be party to murder, ma'am, not even for a client. I see. I didn't realize you were so stubborn. Let's see, though. It's not like I don't get what you're going through. As long as you're not killing anyone with your own hands, maybe I can help you out. What do you have in mind? Well, how about stealing someone else's curse stone after they filled it with soul drugs? Ah, that's why she's trying to get mine. If that's all you were after, then I could lend you my services guilt-free. The other curse bearers want to kill each other. That's their business. I'm not trying to be a hero here. Guess there's no guarantee a stolen curse stone will work, but we can worry about that later. Well then, I suppose we have a deal. Oh, I guess that was the right answer. Although, what if I stole a curse stone using my curse? Would you disapprove? That would void our contract, ma'am. Just warning you now. My. Oh my. Oh my. Why am I looking at the open shirt detective? Before we go any further, why don't you tell me about this curse of yours? Are we just going to tell him? I guess so. The Haunted Clappers, was it? The one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, if I remember correctly. That's right. The original story did happen somewhere near here, I think. I'm sure I remember hearing that. In that case, my money would be all on the curse bearers being somewhere in Honjo. First move should be to narrow them down. Some of them are bound to try and come for you first. We'll need to be ready. Curse makes their bearers more willing to kill, so an attack could come from anywhere. That sounds sensible. Don't worry, I'll just light everything on fire. If I remember correctly, your haunting clappers can set people on fire, but only if they have a naked flame or a lighter on their person. Is this right? That's right. In olden times, wooden clappers were used to warn people of fire. I'm guessing it punishes those who didn't heed the warning. Seems like a good curse to have. It's simple and straightforward enough to use. Although it's hard to say how it stacks up without knowing what else is on the table. You really think it's that good? Target can't do much to throw it off and has a nice long activation window. It's big that it works on lighters too. Just slip one into your target's pocket or leave one on the bridge for him to find. And you say that the condition were already fulfilled before they even knew you were here. They won't even know what hit them. Maybe I won't actually have to use it. I could just tell someone I could, and they'd have to do what I said. Threats could work, although without any proof, it will come down to how convincing you can be. Didn't work on me, sorry. Only you could use the curse, then back out last second. At the last second? What an interesting idea. I have a lighter right here. We could try it now. That's an interesting proposition. But maybe not. I'm not quite crazy enough to make myself a guinea pig. Wee, wee, wee. Oh, I see. You're an odd one, ma'am. If you don't mind me saying, I don't think it's just a curse. Yeah, she kind of looks a little crazy. You flatterer. He gets insulted. Yeah, that's flattering. As for what to do next, first of all, I think you should stay indoors. Try not to do anything spontaneous or outside of your normal routine. That makes sense too. Because, yeah. Right then, have you decided what you want me working on? I feel like they'll both connect up at some point. I guess we'll have him help us with the rite for now. Bringing my son back is more important. I want you to help me with the rite of resurrection. Roger that. The rite it is. Odds are good that the other curse users are also working by night. Anyone they kill under the cover of darkness won't be discovered until sunrise. I bet they'll try to do as much as they can before morning comes. So it's settled then. I'll look into the other curse bearers by night. And once the city wakes up, I can start asking questions. I'll investigate the kidnapping as well. Oh, he's going to do both anyways. I'll even try and find Miss Shiraishi as part of the bargain. Thank you. That's more than enough. Guess let's think now. Still the same. Neil then. Is he leaving? Yep. I should get to work. There's only so much time before sunrise. Yeehaw. I'll call you if I find out anything new. You stay here and keep a lookout. Wait. All right. Am I literally just gonna stay in the house? There's no telling what kind of curses you might find out on the streets tonight. Don't go outside if you can help it, and try to be ready for anything. I will. Well, if that's all, I should be going. So I wonder if with that garden we were in, do you think it was their backyard? I hate the fact that there was like nothing in between here that I could have done. That makes me sad. Like, what does this moon mean? Do you guys... Oh, never mind. It's not on top of it. Oh, night and day. Oh. All right, you guys ready for some clappers? Clap your hands, man. Time for some arson. She did try to mug me, so... So obviously this one would have gone two ways depending if I asked her one or the other, I think. We live in a mansion, man. It's almost been an hour since Richter left. He promised me he'd call if anything happened. But he hasn't. So all I can do is wait and wait. Yeah, what's this? You guys, what is that? No, it's too late for that. I'm not in the mood for music anyways. I guess I can't look at that this time. There's nothing on at this hour. I see no point in turning it on. What are you talking about? It's the perfect time to die. Think of it. Not that I've ever learned how to make it. What's this? A newspaper? It must have fallen off the chair. Wait, who would leave a newspaper on the chair? I guess let's read it. Oh. Is this somebody's curse? I'm not sure how it could be used, but that's like what I feel like is if I, well, you know what? We die, we die. It's a newspaper. I only leave them in here for guests. I hardly ever read them myself. I don't think I've taken the time to go over one in years, in fact. Well, it's not like I have anything better to do. Now that everyone has more spending money to go around, people are coming up with all kinds of new diversions. Seems like only yesterday that people were flocking to the arcades to shoot aliens. But now we have these enormous theme parks and gaming machines that plug straight into our televisions. Everyone's talking about superhero series, foreign films, and movies based on the latest bestseller. Back in my day, fusion rock and folk music was all the rage. But now it's all city pop and idols. I find it hard to care about that sort of thing anymore. It's plastic love, guys. I didn't read like anything, guys. Looks like the city's biggest problem right now is pollution. I remember how the air and water used to be even more polluted. The river was covered in scum from all the sewage and industrial waste, and it stinks so badly that it'd make my eyes water. Eventually, people started getting sick, and it couldn't be ignored anymore. Fortunately, it's gotten better since then, although the air around the industrial district is still filthy with gas and smog. Like, maybe it's a certain category. I guess we'll go back to reading the newspaper. Let's read about education. Everyone attends high school now, even girls. Universal education policy, they call it. The country's gotten rich enough that every child can go to school. Education is the backbone of modern society. If you want to work for a good company, you have to get into a good university. With more people in the running than ever, the competition to get into those universities has gotten fierce, though. The new generation is rebelling. Schoolyard violence and delinquency are on the rise. But my boy was too sensible to get mixed up in that. I don't want to read anymore. It will only remind me of him. Can I read other stuff? Oh, I guess there's more to read in some of these other ones, too. I hear the big news is some mascot line of delinquent birds. Mockingbirds, I think it's called. Was that what Richter was talking about? Trends seem to have such short shelf lives now, with how quickly the times are changing. I think I'm just too old to keep up anymore. The young people who are leading the way with their modern worldviews, my generation will only fall further behind. Yeah, see, that sounded like a good one for that. If there's one thing Honjo never wants for, it's horrific crimes. They found a police officer dead in a local park just the other day. A lot of my family are in the police. I hope it wasn't anyone I knew. I don't read the news anymore, not since last year. It brings back bad memories. I'm more surprised she can read. No, she's never too old for you. It's because you're old. Sir, I'm not even allowed to leave my house yet. I will light people on fire when I leave my house. Unless you have a lighter on you. Do you, Ficus? I have to look for her. For Michiyo Shiraishi. But first, I need to find more soul drugs. Okay, so we read those. Let's read more about the economy. All sorts of articles about the current state of the economy. Now that the post-war boom has passed its peak, we're moving into the era of large corporations. It's about 220 to 230 yen to the dollar. Manufacturing is on the rise and exports are healthy. The dollar's down from its height and people are seeing it could fall further. There's no denying how much the standard of the living has improved in these past years. It's common to own a car and television now, and supermarkets are better stocked than ever. Yeah, can you hand it to them so I can light them on fire? It'll be fine. I think we also already read the society one. Suicide at local high school? Oh, I remember that. High school girl jumped off the roof about a week ago. She was bullied, I think. Or maybe it was something about exam pressure. See, I think that girl's going to be Michi. What? But, no, this can't be right. Her name? Michiyo Shiraishi from Komagata High School. I was right, it is her. It can be. So, the one who supposedly had to do with my son's death already did. We got spoopy music. Although I'm in flux. Land prices are skyrocketing. Nowadays, most people can only dream of home ownership. This is way too real, guys. City center is going to be nothing but apartments before long. I'm not exactly a businesswoman, so this all feels like another world to me. Do you think that lady's gonna pop up here? Is she gonna go like Sumaru on me and climb from TV? I guess television is all I got. I don't really watch much television. It feels as if all the information in the world gets passed through that little black box. But Father stopped them from reporting on the kidnapping back when it happened. I was glad about that. Less fuss. Yeah, I guess we still got the television. Now that the comedy boom is over, all the comedians are flocking to other genres. The occult seems really popular at the moment. Look at all these paranormal specials. Michiyo Shiraishi, the same girl who witnessed my son's kidnapping, committed suicide last week? But that means Mr. Jonochi was terrified of someone who was already dead? Is that what he meant by a curse? I can't work this out on my own. Maybe Richter will know. Why won't he call? Oh, I haven't lifted off the hook, have I? Oh my god, we have a phone? I've been looking at the fax machine the whole time. I'm waiting for Richter to contact me, but he hasn't. I made sure the receiver is on the hook. I'll ring as soon as he calls. That must be him. What if I just let him go? No. Hello? Shaking of residence. Is this a curse? Call me at 2 a.m.? Komagata Bridge. So he's over here. Richter called me out to meet him, and we came here to Komagata Bridge. Richter, do you have a lighter on you? He looks like the kind who would smoke, but I don't think he does. I honestly think he doesn't. Richter, there's something I need to tell you. Funny. I was just thinking the same thing. We're on Komagata Bridge over the Sumida River. There's a highway on one side and a freeway on the other, but they're both deserted this late at night. There's the Sumida River. The Sumida River. The water is filthy and horrid, but at night, when it's still, it looks almost peaceful. Can I ask you something, ma'am? No. Is the Sumida River what you Honjo folks picture when you think of home? I couldn't say. All I can tell you is that I can hardly stand the sight of it. Right, should have guessed. This is where they found him after he went missing. All alone, floating in that horrible water. All that I can think is how scared he must have been. How cold he must have been. What did he ever do to deserve something so awful? I've come here every day since then. And I prayed to the river to give him back. To give me back my son. Day after day after day. You know, in older times, people believe rivers marked where our world met the next. So the act of crossing flowing water had a huge amount of spiritual significance. Back when Edo was founded, the people of Chuo saw the Sumida River the same way. They associated the far side of the river with the afterlife. That place would later become Honjo. It does make me want to set someone on fire. I'm glad you understand. All their fear and revulsion of accumulated there and took root. Look at the map. But then Ryogoku Bridge sprang up after the Great Fire of Meireki, and just like Honjo was part of the city too. And as it turned from farland into the town, the people surrounded it with man-made rivers and crisscrossed it with canals and waterways. Weren't those to prevent flooding? That's what I was told. They were, but that's not all they were there for. Their other purpose was to contain all the corruption that had been built up on the far shore. To stop it leaking through to our side of the Great Divide. Officially, they were a physical barrier, but unofficially, they were a spiritual one too. So if I have this right, are you saying that Honjo is a place where the real world meets the afterlife? Exactly. That's why the rite of resurrection is here rather than anywhere else. I'm sure of it. And it's probably why the 7 mysteries and their curses have survived to this modern day. And I guess that would make this spot we're sitting in now, right over the water. The border between life and death. Fire. If there was ever a place where bringing back the dead might be possible, I reckon it's here. It's funny that you mentioned praying to the river. And that might have done more than you think. Is that supposed to make me feel better? Just thinking aloud, ma'am. Well, it's a nice thought. I was like, dude, I wasn't done looking. Oh, what's that? Is that another sticker? Yes. I found another mockingbird, guys. Oh my god, I love it. It's a flamingo in the dress. Oh, I can still talk about the Sumida River. Oh, that's right. There's one more memory I have of this river. Do you mind if I tell you? Go ahead. It must have been about 20 years now when I was still a schoolgirl. Back then, the Sumida River was much filthier than it is now. It was full of garbage and industrial discharge. It was scummy and slimy, and it stank. They talking about Wong? He said what in the background? You could look out over the water and see dead cats and dogs and pigeons just floating. Oh, that's awful. One day, among all the filth and garbage, there was a piece of my missing classmate's hand. Wait, a piece of it? What? It was almost a miracle when you stopped to think about it. What were the chances that someone would find a part of her that was still recognizable? And that although everything but the palm had been rotted away in the water, the part that was left would have an identifiable scar, and that they could tell it had been a murder from the blade marks on the bone. Wait, are you talking about the Nejima murders? So you have heard of it. I'm impressed. I assume you were but an elementary schooler at the time? I wasn't really aware of it back then. I only heard about it after the fact. Wait, how much younger is he than her? I had no idea the victim was a classmate of yours. That's actually interesting. No wonder she's so messed up. To be honest, it was all a bit of a blur. A wave of chaos just partying around me. Something like that. They said the rest of her body must have sunk to the bottom of the river. They combed the riverbed, but they only ever found pieces. Everything else must have rotted and floated to the sea. Afterwards, I heard that all the divers who had been looking for her fell ill. A sorry story for everyone involved, huh? It's funny, everyone figures the river's filthy already, so one more piece of garbage won't hurt. But every little bit makes it worse. It's a vicious cycle. I know I wouldn't want to go rooting around down there myself. That's right, which is why the riverbed is the last place anybody would go looking. Or so was the killer's thinking, I suppose. The times were changing quickly back then. Things were confusing. Everyone seemed to be in a hurry. Young people were moving to Tokyo in droves. Some even ran away from home to make it in the big city. And they made easy targets for bad people. A lot of them ended up disappearing without a trace. You see, back then, if you chopped the body up into tiny pieces and threw it in the river, it would rot quickly and discreetly and sink to the bottom, never to be seen again. Are you saying that's what I think you're saying? They arrested him shortly after. Fumichika Najima, the man who killed my classmate and cut her into pieces. He was so methodical about it, it couldn't have been his first crime. Yeah! Wait, oh my god, it's holding your message. May it allow that? People began to wonder how many other girls he murdered in the same way. The police never found any evidence of other murders in the end, but the river knows the truth. How many oh my god, wrong person. How many corpses has it swallowed up over the years, I wonder? The same thought spreading through everyone's mind, and they started to avoid the area. So really, this river has been rank with corruption for decades now. Yeah, you're threatening, Twitch felt threatened by your comment. Or at least, that's how it seems to me. Well, was that interesting? Well, I can see why you don't have any good memories of this river. With all that darkness lurking beneath the surface, there's no reason you would. Still, if I may, ma'am, I'm surprised you know so much about the Nejima murders. But how could I not? After all, I was the one who found the hand. Oh. The police actually wrote me a thank you letter. They said it was only thanks to me that they managed to bring Nejima to justice. That was the only time my father ever said he was proud of me. Huh. I guess it just wasn't the killer's day. Sometimes I wonder if he resents me for it. Interesting. Yeah, I hope that's what they wrote on the note. Dear ma'am, thank you for finding a hand. With love, the cops. Oh, they're giving you a hand? He's gazing down at the water. What does he see down there, I wonder? Probably water. The Sumida River. I have nothing but awful memories of it. Am I done talking about it? Thank you. Oh, what's this? Guys, what's this? please, go ahead. All right, then. Been poking around places connected to the 7 mysteries, looking for the curse bearers, and I think I found a few candidates. First, a tall man I ran into Kinchibori Park. He asked him for directions, trying to probe him with a little, but he turned the questions right back around on me. He was out of there the second he figured I wasn't what he was looking for. I got the sense curses were nothing new to him. About 40% sure he's a curse bearer. Then there's that middle-aged guy I saw on South Wadagesui Street. No question about this one, he had the cursed stones in his hand. He had a nervous air about him too. It was clear he was up to some shady business. Gathering soul drugs, I bet he'd make a good target. Next up is a pair, a young man and a woman I saw around Ryogoku Bridge. Yeah, there's the college student. This time, the man came up to me and asked me flat out if I was a curse bearer. I told him I didn't know what he was talking about, and he backpedaled and laughed. Looks like they look around there often. Looking for kindred spirits would be my guess. Though it didn't seem like they were quite working as a pair. Gathering soul drugs in a group might be a decent idea, if you could make it work. I'm guessing she has one too. But with things being how they are, it's gotta be hard to find folks one can trust. They got brass though. I don't know what their deal is, but I'd like to find out. Why don't they have silver or nickel too? Last, it's 2 detectives I've seen sniffing around. There a police involved? Not necessarily. A body turned up in a local park a few days ago, so they might be looking into that. Still, the park's got ties to one of the 7 mysteries. Might be maybe it was a curse that did the guy in. And if they're sending detectives from the head office, then something's got to be up. Oh my god. It's not me hydrating myself this time. It's you. How dare. I'm sorry that my water is blue like it should be. I am very cold sometimes. And you can tell Wong you love him yourself. I do need to hydrate a lot with this game. How did you know where they're from? Let's just say, when you're in the business, there are some faces you get to know. Also, couldn't you just tell by their dialect? Anyway, that's everyone who caught my eye. So yeah, in this case, Shogo's not even in there. You found them all in so little time? I really did hire the best. It's all in the name, ma'am. Richter Kai, P.I. No, wait. Make that Richter Kai, Investigator Extraordinaire. My, an Investigator Extraordinaire. Is that why you can dress like that without drawing attention to yourself? You bet. Investigator or Extraordinaire can blend in like a chameleon in any outfit. Well, that aside, that middle-aged man and the young couple sound the most promising. Am I right? Whichever you pick, it's still too early to make a move. Seems like the curse bearers are less involved with each other than we thought. Plus, there are still others we don't know about. I say we hang fire and see how things play out. What does that mean? Once more bodies start showing up, that will get the pot nice and hot. Yes, I too put bodies in my pots. And once it's boiling, our chance will come. There is something I need to tell you. What's up? Well, that girl, Michiyo Shiraishi. The one who was with Shuichi on the day of the kidnapping? That's her, well. She's dead. She's what? The student who committed suicide last week. That was her. I heard something like that happen. Never got the name, though. Talk about bad luck. I finally get a lead, only to find out it turned into a literal dead end. Unless her death was the whole reason Jonichi was so shaken up. He said she was going to curse him. What if he was talking about her taking revenge from beyond the grave? It seems that we're back where we started. Not necessarily. That teacher knows something. I'm sure of it. At the very least, I put money on him having something to do with Miss Shiraishi's death. That's why he's so scared of being cursed by her. I see. And also, something tells me he knows more about your son's kidnapping. In any case, I think I've got a good idea what he's hiding. Call it a hunch. A hunch? Well, more of a theory. Care to take a guess? Alright, let's try guessing. I can't say for certain, but... What if Mr. Jinoshi silenced Michio Shiraishi with a curse? What do you think? Seemed to me that was more scared... Oh, you're right. That might be a little far-fetched. I see. I'm sorry if I disappointed you. I'm not really cut out to play detective. Well, no point in dwelling on speculation. The truth will be out in no time. Right now, I think we need to have another chat with Mr. Jinochi. Fritter it away. Is something wrong? Not really. It just struck me. It's been 20 years since the Nejima murders. So it has. Not to spook you or anything, but I thought you might be interested in knowing. Life in prison doesn't always mean life. There is precedent for the first-time offenders being allowed out on patrol after 20 years, even if they're a murder? Really? Only if they're found to show remorse and desire to reform themselves, of course. That's right. I'm impressed you know so much. Still, it's hard for someone with a criminal record to reintegrate into society. I hear they've been trying to fix that recently, matching inmates with jobs and accommodation. Oh, really? They keep an eye on them, of course, and make them report in for regular checkups. But to avoid discrimination, they keep the inmates' records a secret from everyone but their employers. They even give particularly notorious criminals new identities so they won't be recognized in the workplace. My... The way you put it, it's like you're saying Fumichika Nejima could be out on parole right now, back in society under a new name with nobody in the wiser. It's possible. As it happens, a little birdie told me about a big name making parole a few months back, excuse me. I don't know if it was Nejima, but our discussion just now did bring it to mind. Yeah, they should have hid the evidence better, right? I see. How unsettling. Now that you mention it, I just remembered something too. What was it? I was passing Komagata High School a little while ago, and I saw someone. A janitor, I think. I could have sworn he reminded me of Fumichika Nejima. Oh? He looked a little different after 20 years. Much thinner than I remember, too. I told myself I was just seeing things. Perhaps? He's a janitor now. Perhaps it was him after all. So, what next? Big question now is what the rest of the curse bearers are up to. Luckily, the Sumino River is a good distance from any of the 7 mysteries. It's unlikely that other curse bearers will come all the way here. I can finally have a moment to think. I see. All right. Suspend. Why? What? Why am I zooming in on her? Do I just have to suspend it? Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. Damn. So this is going to be a lot like a 13 Sentinels. Oh my god. Where you have to do other stuff and other stories to progress it. All right. Where should we go next? High school or detective? I got a detective. Okay. Small child. None of them are that small, dude. You know what? We'll go. We'll just go with the detective. I think his partner's kind of hot. Don't assume their gender, Ficus. I mean, eventually I'm going to have to do them all anyways. Tsutsumi Tetsuo. Wait, this is where I got lit on fire in the first time. There he is. Hey, boss, forensics is all done. The crime scene is clean. The other officers have all gone home. It's just us now. Whoa, romantic tryst. The park should be able to open back tomorrow, like nothing ever happened. I doubt it will get many visitors after everything that's happened. You'd be surprised. Lots of people love that kind of thing. I bet they'll be lining up to get in. Cult stuff is really popular right now. Did you not know that, boss? Sounds stupid. Well, it's not exactly rooted in science, but if ghosts really did exist, we could just ask them who the perp is. Somehow I doubt it'd make it that simple. Find the one that's not the one you selected. You're right, I didn't select her. You're right. Oh, but you know, I've heard that high school girls are really into the spirit board. Oh my god, Ouija boards these days. Supposedly you can call on spirits and talk to them by using a board with letters on it. Wouldn't that be something? You can try it out yourself if you're so interested. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Let's give it a try sometime, boss. What now? Stop messing around. You really think we're going to solve this case by moving the coins across a scrap of paper? Sounds like you know all about it. We've got to be open-minded. What if that's how police work is going to be from now on? Don't make me laugh. I don't know. I don't have good voices for these two. Listen up, Ario. You can't go blame... Are you okay? Wong is throwing stuff behind me. He's ready to be lit on fire is why. Hi, Ramlock. You can't go blaming the death of your buddy on something like the occult. Oh, so he lost his partner. Aha. Don't care if it was ghost or the occult or what. Whoever or whatever it was that did this, I'll get them. I promise you back. Vengeance on Wong? Okay, yeah, you just go ahead and read it for me, and everyone can listen to you right from the chat. Well, you've got the right attitude, but we don't even know if this is a murder yet. Don't worry, there's a murder coming, guys. I'll have to wait a little bit, though. Where's my controller? Biases weaken our judgment. Get too fixated on one thing and you stop seeing everything else. Aye, aye, boss. So, now that we finished investigating the scene, let's review what we know. Are you a child? Huh? Now it's getting late. I figured we'd head straight home from here. Come on, we've got to go over all the info we gathered. And what better place to do that than the scene of the crime, where we can soak up the atmosphere. What atmosphere? Soak up the atmosphere? The hell is there to soak up? I'm glad he thinks the same. You must be really into this occult stuff if you get off and be in a place like this. Wait, you mean being somewhere like this doesn't get your blood pumping? No way. No, don't turn this around on me. I'm not the weird one here. Cripes. I like it. Oh, fine, let's get this over with. Aye, aye, boss. Look how cute he is. June area, a detective in the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. First Investigation Division. His rank is sergeant. This is his first time leading a case. It's like he graduated from a rookie to newbie. Looks put together on the outside, but acts like a kid most of the time. Honestly, the force could use more people like him. Yeah, he's a good boy. Former Yasuda Gardens here in Yokohama Ichom were originally built part of the daimyo's estate back in the Edo period. The park became a city property a number of years ago and underwent extensive renovations. It's not a soul around at this time of night. Quite doesn't even begin to describe it. Most parks close after a certain time, though, right? All right, let's go. All right, there's been a murder. Can you guys solve the case? I bonked it. I don't know how well you guys could hear it. I was kind of waiting for him to die in Gundam. That's why I was talking so weird. Oh. Eh. That's it. Only look at my boy and that's it. Oh, I can look at the pond. This pond, they say it used to flow into Sumida River. But the river became so polluted that they cut it off. It's probably for the best. What about these buildings back here? No? No. Can I look at myself? Let's talk. Hi, let's talk, dude. So, early in the morning yesterday, a staff member found the victim collapsed here in the park and called the police when they realized he was dead. Give me a second. I didn't put my headphones on quite right, so I've got hair in my face. Guys, I have a lot of hair, okay? While there were no obvious external wounds, the fact that he was a police officer and that evidence of a struggle meant it was likely that this was a murder. Wait. I guess he was in plain clothes. I was like, what the hell is he wearing? The Sumida office sent it over to us since it involved the death of an officer, and we were tasked with the investigation. What we need to do is figure out what happened and whether there was foul play involved. Were there any chickens involved? I think that about sums it up. Think. Got a bad feeling about this case, and my gut is rarely wrong. Knew this would be a treacherous case from the moment we were dragged into it. I mean, are any killings with police killings ever easy cases? But a boss? Yeah. Is this case really important enough to assign to someone from the investigation division? I mean, a friend of mine died, so it's important to me, but it's all up to the higher-ups. I'm sure they've got their reasons. Boss, you know something, don't you? It will all become clear in time. Try not to worry about it too much. Thinking about it, the only thing we know for sure is the identity of the victim. That means there must have been something special about him, right? Maybe he knew something he wasn't supposed to. Some kind of secret or something? Isn't that right? You're pretty sharp sometimes, you know that? If you picked up on that, you should be able to put the rest together yourself. It's like, why am I looking over here randomly? Because that's where I left it. Oh, there's a scene. This is where the victim was found. It's clean now. It almost feels like nothing happened here at all. But once an incident like this has come to pass, there's no going back. Not that knowing this is any consolation. Why not? Well, it is our duty to get to the bottom of a suspicious death, especially one involving an officer. So he's from the other unit, right? And then we're from the main unit, I think? The victim is Hajime Yoshima of the Juvenile Division of the Sumida City Community Safety Bureau, 27 years old, single. He mostly dealt with cases involving juveniles in education. His rank was a senior police officer. You knew him well, didn't you? What was he like? Yes, we were in the academy together. We still went out to drinks every month or two. He could be a little rowdy, but he was like a big brother to us all. He was kind and cared for his friends. Hey, he kind of looks like one of those bird stickers. For better or for worse, he wasn't the uptight type of cop. The man always showed empathy, and I heard he was popular with the locals for it. He treated each and every troubled kid he met with compassion. He had a great track record when it came to rehabilitation. Sounds like we lost a good one. Yes, we did. We truly did. I knew being a cop was dangerous. I knew something like this could happen, but it's never easy when it happens for real. I know the feeling. He didn't seem to care much about climbing the ranks, but he was top of our class. Only problem was that he took on so much, he had the most unfinished paperwork too. Always felt we needed an unusual guy like him to help us solve all of our unusual cases. Don't worry, you're plenty unusual yourself. Me? I was the most normal of my classmates. Besides, the real weirdo among us quit the academy a long time ago. Oh. The plot thickens. There's one even weirder than you? I wonder who it is. It's probably one of the people we've met, right? Maybe it's a detective dude, right? The cowboy? Hajime was quite the bad boy in school, apparently. He ended up with the police a lot. He said the officer in charge was good to him, but helped him get back on track. The reason he wanted to become a cop was to pay his kindness forward. Said it was the first time he ever took his studies seriously. That's a good story. I love that kind of thing. It makes me want to have a drink in his honor. Please don't make fun of my dead friend. Hey, I said in his honor. You should aspire to become the kind of cop people miss when they die in the field. You say it like that's a sure thing I'll die. Besides, if I end up biting it, I'm sure you'll be the one who misses me both, boss. Hey. Come on, don't be like that. You'll hurt morale. Well, I guess how much I'll miss you depends on how this investigation goes. I can see it already. Ario, no! Why'd you have to go and get yourself killed? No idea what's going on in that head of yours. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's foreshadowing. Yeah, that'll be a sight to see. I can't wait. Are they going to split his head open then? Can't wait for your own death? Get it together, kid. Sheesh, you're really something. Thank you? What about the victim's family? The Yoshime family is from Kita-Senju in Adachi City, but Hajime's parents died a long time ago. He lived there all alone, no siblings or anything. I went to his house a few times for drinks. I was surprised. It's this huge old-looking place. Like, you know, the kind of place that seems super haunted. And he lived there alone? It looked like a home of an old noble family. It was hard to imagine him being such a delinquent living in that house. That's the bias I was talking about. If he's from an old family, I'm sure things were complicated. That's a bias too. He never even talked about that, even when we were drunk, so I don't know much about it. Oh, one more thing. Yeah? Hajime was engaged. He'd been seeing his fiancée ever since they were in school. Over 10 years. They just started talking about getting married. What was her name again? He showed me a picture once. She was a beautiful woman. That's so. How terrible for her. But she may know if there'd been anything going on with him lately. We should speak with her later. Yeah, his fiancée may have been his only confidant. I'm sure someone at Sumida Police Department has already contacted her. I'll look into it tomorrow. What about you guys? Are you engaged to her? Or him? Hey, boss? I learned the case that Hajime was running. Oh, great. That's the kind of stuff I want to know. What was Hajime working on the day he died? Well, according to the report from the day before, he had 2 cases involving juveniles. Uh-huh. The first was the suicide of a high school girl who jumped off a building in Kamezawa last week. Ah, yeah, I did hear about that. The girl's name was Michigo Shiraishi. She was a second-year student at Komagata High School. But it seems as though Hajime had had contact with her even before this incident. Huh. So she'd been in trouble for some time. That's the thing. About a month ago, he happened to see her walking around town. She looked upset, so he struck up a conversation with her. He was sure there was something bothering her, but she wouldn't tell him what. Must have been trouble at home. That's what he thinks too. It seems he visited his room and spoke to his parents, but they said there was no problem, so there was nothing else he could do. And now she's dead. Then it's possible he could have prevented her suicide then. He must have been devastated. That's why he was looking into this Michiyo Shiraishi again. Must have thought that something terrible had happened that drove her to end her life. But ultimately, he never reported the findings of his investigation. I see, and you're thinking that it may have had something to do with his death? Well, I'll have to find out what it is Hajime discovered. Right, let's check with the Sumida Police Department to get her too. I thought he said he was following 2 juveniles. And what was the other case he was working on? This one is also related to Komagata High School. Right. A troublemaker named Hitomi Okuda. She seems to be the leader of a group of kids who get up to no good. Huh. Juvenile delinquency. Fun. She was pretty bad for a while. Multiple charges of destruction of property, assault, and battery. You name it. Hajime had been working for her about 6 months, and she was finally starting to open up. Then he met with the girl the day he died. Well, every school's got its problems. but I'm sure he'd be worried about how she'd go on without him. Right, just when she finally found an adult she could trust. She might act without someone to help her to get through this. We'll have to make sure this immediate community safety bureau does its job. But, can't rule out the possibility that meeting with the delinquent girl had something to do with his death. Then we'll have to interview her too. Yes, you're right. She may have been the last person to see him alive after all. I'll ask Sumi to introduce it tomorrow. Though, who knows if they'll actually let us talk with her. That's what we hired for you for. Lay a little boyish charm on them, then we need to convince him. Show him some leg. Oh yeah, I'm sure they prefer me over a scary-looking old man like you, boss. Watch it, I'm still your superior. You gotta act like you respect me at least. Oh, I thought I was. You were? Shit, that's just how your generation speaks. You really are a new breed. It's probably just me, actually. Well, don't think you can get away with that with other people. So anyways, boss. Were you even listening? We've got quite a bit to look into tomorrow. First, the two Komagata High School cases that Hajime was sending. We need to speak with his fiancée as well. I believe that's it for tomorrow. Hi, Bangu! Sorry, I was like, I'm reading all this. Can I look at your shoes? No? Alright, fine. We'll go back to talking to him. As for the cause of death, we won't know till the autopsy's done. For what we've seen, though, it would appear to be some kind of acute heart failure. I'm doing great with this reading. I am a detective today. I'm detecting things. I have detected you. Me trying to get my magnifying glass over my eye. Oh, wait. But since he had no record of chronic illness and no visible wounds, it's possible that poison or drugs could have been involved. Dying in the middle of the park like that certainly seems suspicious. We found signs of a struggle at the scene, as well as footprints belonging to an unidentified individual. We've got people trying to identify those prints. If we can find out who they belong to, we might be able to figure this whole thing out. Yes, wouldn't that be nice if that were the end of it? The only things Hajime had on him were his badge and his wallet and his pockets. So we can roll out a muggin. Though they probably weren't many people who think of mugging a cop as big as him. I've also heard that Hajime got into a fair fight in his younger days. He started judo once he became an officer and rose up to the ranks quickly. Sounds like the perp would have had to be pretty strong to take on Hajime. Or have a curse. Pretty sure he was killed by a curse user. I did not mean to look at him again. I mean, he's cute, but we didn't need to look again. Self-hydration. The time of death was around 11 p.m. 2 days ago, outside of the park's operating hours, of course. His body was found early in the morning yesterday. 11 p.m., the day before yesterday. What was Hajime doing out here at that time in the first place? That's the question, isn't it? The entrance to the park is closed after hours, but it's a small gate that would be fairly easy for him to get through if he really wanted to. That would, of course, be breaking and entering, but what do you think, boss? It's hard to imagine a cop like Hajime would trespass for no reason. Since it seems like someone else was here with him, could they have called him here? Oh, that does seem likely. They must have been talking about something pretty sensitive to come here in the middle of the night. So Hajime and someone is here met someone here to discuss something in secret. And then they got into a fight? No, that wouldn't match the cause of death. There were no wounds on the body that would indicate a spontaneous scuffle. The perp must have planned something. Did you think it was meditated? That would mean they called Hajime to the park with the intent to kill him? Well, there's a possibility that it was just some kind of accident. Maybe the perp tried to threaten Hajime and things went south from there. We should be able to get a clearer picture once we know exactly what killed him. Right. But either way, I'm so glad you're back in the first division, boss. I've always admired your work. You were like a god to me. You're the whole reason I became a detective in the first place. Yeah, about that? People have been saying that ever since you first entered the academy, but... Yes, that's because it's true. I couldn't believe you got transferred out of the first just as I was assigned to it. So getting to work on a case like this now, just the two of us, is a dream come true. Stop hitting on him. He's too old for you. Happy as I am to hear that, huh? Well, how should I put it? What is it? That's true. I'm not sure you've been showing me the appropriate amount of respect. Huh? But I do respect you. Don't tell me you're going senile, boss. That's exactly what I'm talking about when you run your mouth like that. It's getting late. You must be sleepy. Don't worry, boss. I'll make sure we get out of here soon. Yeah, I get it. Oh my god, I like him so much. He's just sassing him. I've been worried about your shrewd detective. I've been wowed by your shrewd detective abilities all day today. Oh yeah, funny. I've been wowed by you too. More to say? On the topic of family, what's yours like, boss? What the hell's wrong with you prying into my personal life all of a sudden? It's just, I've never heard you talk about them or anything. Oh, are you single? Shut it. That's none of your business. He's asking you out. Well, ever since I joined the force, I've been thinking. The department really pressures young officers to get married. I wonder why that is. You don't say anything like that, though. How should I know? I caved to the pressure myself and got married 27 years ago. Huh, so then... God, you're relentless. She took her daughter and left 4 years ago. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't believe she'd give up on a guy like you. I was never home much. Too focused on work. I come late only to get called right back out again. Plus, being a cop is dangerous work. I don't blame her for getting fed up with it all. How sad, especially when you're out here putting your life on the line. Oh, is that why you transferred out of the first? It was already too late by then. You better be careful, Erio. You say that, but there's not much I can do, is there? It's the nature of our job. There aren't many who can really understand it, not unless they're involved with police work themselves or related to someone who is. But wait, you have a daughter, boss? You really think I want to talk about her after all that? Have some sense. Come on, I promise I don't mean this the way it sounds, but how old is she? Jeez, you don't know when to quit, do you? At least try not to look so intrigued. Well, she's a bit rough around the edges. I think most men are intimidated by her. Last I heard, she's living by herself and going to college. Wow, a college student. Men love an educated lady. Stop that! What kind of cop are you making baseless assumptions like that? She's living on her own, though, huh? You must worry about her. Worry? I don't even know where she lives. Oh, so she hasn't told you. Probably because she knows you follow her around everywhere. I would not, I don't think. Come on now, we both know that's not true. Listen here. You may look like a mean old man, but you sure have a soft side. What, is that supposed to be a compliment? I can't keep up with you. We're done talking about this. Oh man, we could have talked about him some more. Is his daughter eligible to marry Ario here? Oh, that reminds me. If you got married 20 years ago, it must have been right around the Nejima murder. You know your history. Yeah, that happened a year or two after our wedding. You were the one who arrested the killer, weren't you? We studied that case at the academy. It was the only in elementary school at the time, but I still remember people talking about some dangerous criminal getting arrested. Hi, Cat. All that was just cracking the case, finding the guy. It was all just happenstance. I'd really rather not think about it. It was just a disturbing case. Did it not make your skin crawl when you learned about it at the academy? It did. We were all terrified. Sounds about right. No one could believe that such a mild-mannered man could have committed such a terrible murder. If we had overlooked one little thing, we may have never caught him at all. I think I remember hearing there was only one charge brought against him in the end. That's right, we didn't have the evidence. I knew there was no way such a meticulously planned crime could have been there first, but we may have stuck Fujimichika and Nejima in a cell, but there was no victory. He always had the upper hand. And all the damage he did to everyone, especially the victim's classmates. It's already been 20 years. God damn it. This is why I try not to think about it. I'm sorry. Are you really sorry, Ario? I don't think so. So, all this occult stuff. Have you heard about it, boss? What are you talking about? The rite of resurrection thing that everyone's talking about. No, not you two. I've been hearing about that shit everywhere. Oh, you have? That's surprising. Who cares about what people talk about? It's got nothing to do with our job. But don't feel, you think the occult thing with this case feels, I don't know, related somehow? Wait. Oh, realer. The whole thing started here in Honjo and Sumida City, so I thought that maybe. Cut it out. Nothing good comes of ever getting involved with the right of whatever that records of fate. Sounds like you know all about it. Boss, are you secretly into the occult? Stop that! Seriously, this isn't a joke! Oh my god, Argentum came here to hydrate me. Hi. I'll hydrate. Honestly, with the amount of talking I'm doing, I need it. Get why you'd be so intrigued by something called the Rite of Resurrection after a buddy of yours died, but bringing the dead back to life, that's the stuff of fantasy. It's not real. So don't go hoping for miracles, got it? Time to perceive, Argentum. Arm, get up. I don't know if I can get my head low enough. I can't. Trying to use my magnifying glass to look at Argentum. Narp? What? Narp? Narf? Narp? What does that mean? Oh god, what is that? Huh? Boss, what's wrong? Don't tell me you're going senile. Oh. Damn it. It was that case all along. Boss, what is it? Is there something over there? Grah! Such deep sorrow, resentful memories flowing into my mind. Those who decide which falsehoods until true reign forever. The eternal darkness. Kill them. Kill them. Those who spread lies. Kill them all. So he's got a curse stone. Aw, hi, baby. Sorry, my cat's here. Urgh! Murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. So who does he want back from the dead? Sa. Korose. Kikoeru ga. Noroi yo. You who strongly so desires the right. Noroi korose. Kill them. Yeah, I know he has a curse. I actually wasn't sure if he got it or the other guy did. I wonder if at some point Ario is going to die and he's going to want to bring him back. Because it doesn't make sense at this point for him to have a curse. He has no interest in the rite of resurrection, does he? Boss! Oh, hi. My cat is kicking his sharks. You're so cute, cat. I'm petting a cat. Boss, what's the matter? Don't tell me you really went senile. Why is he making a kissy face this time? I know it's supposed to be like pouting, but it looks weird. Sorry. I'm fine. Ario. Yes? I have some bad news. Oh no, your senility? Senility is kicking in, isn't it? No, we've got trouble on our hands. Hi. Looks like we'll be working some overtime. We're not going home tonight. Oh my god, are you threatening me? Huh? What are you talking about? Cat, you coming? He wants to be on my lap. There he goes. Oh. Huh. Oh my gosh, cat. Oh my gosh. At least I'm not playing Gundam this time. At least this is a game I can go slower in if I need to. So he has the Evergreen Beach. Or he saw it. I think he got it though, because usually when you hear those words, Noroi Korose, it become yours. I don't remember we have to see what the beach one does. Okay, so let me get this straight, boss. The rite of resurrection really exists? And to use it, you have to kill people using the power of the curses from the 7 mysteries of Honjo? And the curse you have is from the story of the Evergreen Beach that's told in this area? Is that right? Yeah, pretty much. You're quick on the update. You weren't your usual silly self when you were explaining, so I knew you were telling the truth. I'm never silly. The only thing I have trouble believing is that you're taking this occult stuff seriously now. mean, talk about paranormal. I thought you didn't believe any about that. It's not that I don't believe in it. My familiar with it is why I've tried not to get too close. Huh, are you just being a sore loser? Not used to admitting you're wrong? Oh, shut up and listen to me. No point in trying to hide things anymore. We won't get anywhere if you don't understand this, so listen up. Please, just listen. You don't have to keep saying it. I'm listening. We don't have time to waste. We'll walk as we talk. Wait, we'll talk as we walk. Hey, wait for me, boss. It's not walking, that's running. I gotta move. Oh my god, it's my shirt. What? I had it be assigned, but I may need you to check in case. My shirt from Japan. Did it? Okay, yeah, it should. I'd pre-signed for it, so. Sorry, I just want to double check one thing. You're telling the truth, right? This isn't a side effect of your. How would you say that? Senility? Senility? It's the truth. Not like I can prove it though. Okay, so what was that curse? Yeah, I'd say. Oh, okay. No, it does tell us about the curse. All I knew about it was that it was an evergreen tree. Kills by hanging one who tries to mislead the curse bearer with false. Oh, so is this one like a? What would you call that? A triggered thing, so it's not like he has to activate it. Oh my god, 3 days and his neck would stretch out. Wait, if he was struggling, did he actually kill himself or did somebody else hang him? Okay, so there was a little more to that story. Look, it's me. Revealing the existence of a secret department is against the rules, even to a fellow cop. This is an emergency. I need his help. I'll tell him. Are we a part of a paranormal cop thing? Oh, there it is, guys. His crotch. He's not stupid, but he can sure be slow sometimes. Though I think that positivity might come in handy at this point. I'm sure you already know this, but this is all top secret. No sharing with anyone. All right, guys. I'm sorry. I got to stop streaming now. Right. You can trust me not to. But... no, I just can't believe it. I heard rumors that you used to be a member of the secret division attached to the security bureau. Can't believe we actually have a department called Paranormal Affairs. Can I join? Yeah, sure comes as a shock. I couldn't believe it myself. I thought the higher-ups were messing with me. Really had me worried for a while there. No, this is incredible. This is the whole reason I became a cop. I was always fascinated by secret agencies and stuff. You serious? But thinking about it, it totally makes sense. If curses and spirits really do exist, then of course we need a special department to protect citizens from them. You seem a bit too eager to believe in this. And hang on, I thought you joined up because of me. Ah, come on, boss. Do you only have one favorite food? You can like more than one thing. Don't worry, guys. You can like Traps and Daphne. Yeah, whatever. In any case, the official stance is that the supernatural doesn't exist, so Paranormal Affairs operates in secret. Still not sure why they stuck me there. Those 4 years, I worked nothing but cases involving the supernatural. That makes a lot more sense. So, do you have it? Have what? Spirit sense, of course. Are they what you call spiritually gifted? Nope, never felt anything at all. Even if I did, it would be a lightweight at best. One bear and I'm down for the count. Oh, huh? Is that how people in the field quantify how much someone's spirit sense? Like how much liquor they can handle? Nope, that's just me. Though it helped to get the point across. I think I know who his daughter is. Oh, huh? Sorry, it seems like I'm disappointing you. I think she's the girl from the beginning. No, it's not your fault, boss. The risk of disappointing you yet again. I'll tell you one more thing. Spirit sense is usually something you're born with. It's tough to develop it later on. What? So there's no hope for me? No, say it ain't so. Of course you were interested. Well, you never know. You may have some hidden potential. I know there's a high schooler who's got so much spirit sense that she works on the front lines. I say work, but she wasn't paid because it was supposedly part of her training. Yikes. That seems like it'd kind of be a violation of the Article 69 of the Labor Standards Act. Wow, you really know the law. No comment. Even the occult field has workers' right issues, huh? I wonder if Yako is part of the thing, or was it Michiyo, maybe? So, what do we need now? We've got this rite of resurrection and the curse echoes of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. The curse that's being spread out around the city is a bit of an emergency. Is that bad? Put it this way, it's like handing out guns all over town. Jeez, that's really bad. It is. We need to find the source and put a stop to it before something happens. Usually that'd be a job for paranormal affairs, but I talked to them on our way here. The main team is tied up till tomorrow night. So they told me to deal with myself. Said it'd be fine since I have some experience. What is that pose, Ario? Huh? What? Then that overtime you mentioned means... Yep, you're gonna help me, partner. Alright, let's do this. You seem a bit too eager to dive into all of this. You really have no reservations working on a case you know nothing about? You said this was an emergency. I don't think we had a choice. Just trying to be logical about this, boss. You really are something. It might actually be nice having you around. Why, thank you. So, what exactly do we do? These curses are connected to the 7 mysteries, and the people who have the others should all be here in town. Right, if there's 7 of them, that means there's 6 more out there. And we have to stop them all before they kill anyone with their curses. If we can't, we should find out and collect all the curse stones. But boss, from what you said earlier, killing a curse bearer gets you closer to completing the resurrection, rite of resurrection. Won't your life be in danger when they find out you're a curse bearer? Pretty much. We can't let that happen. Should you even be out here right now? Hiding would only be a waste of time. The mystery of the one-sided reed is associated with Ryugoku Bridge. I was hoping we'd be quick enough to run into the one-sided reed's curse bearer. No such luck, it seems. Well, if nothing else, maybe word will spread that cops are on the lookout and people will behave. That's putting in a lot of trust in whoever these people are. But it's possible the other curse bearers with the same idea will come here. Talk to anyone you see who seems suspicious. That means someone who may have the power of a curse. Understood. In that case, why don't I ask the guy who's been watching us this whole time? What do you know? There is someone there. Good luck. Wait, is this us? Yeah, it is. It's Shogo, right? Hey, you there. Sorry to bother you, but I've got some questions. I'm with the police. Oh, no, it's the college student. It's not Shogo. As I was saying, I thought Shogo was in a park. This is egocentric guy. Thanks for your cooperation. We'll be asking you a few things, Mr. Yutaro Namigaki. That's your name, right? Yes, I don't mind answering. I don't know what voices I gave these guys. You're a detective? Did something happen? I don't know. I'm out of voices, guys. Does one of them need a high-pitched voice? You're a detective? Did something happen? I got nothing. Oh, right. Lots of things have been happening around here. There needs to be more characters I can actually voice. These are too hard for me. Like people dying. I didn't even get to look around yet. So, what to make of this guy? Well, he's wearing a sweater. I apparently can't look around. I really want to look around. Where's the girl? Is she here yet? The man identifies himself as Namigaki Yutaro, a 21-year-old student. He's watching us so calmly. We need to be careful of this guy. Does he have a sticker on? I can look at him again. Boss, let's talk to this guy. Yeah, I figured that's what he'd say. So what is it you're doing here? Must be the incident at the former Yasuda Gardens, the dead policeman. Can't imagine a detective would come all the way out here otherwise. Huh? Say, Mr. Detective, have you ever heard of the Evergreen Beach? One of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, right? Why do you ask? I was just looking for it. Actually, I was wondering if either of you knew anything about it. Nope, sorry. Really? How strange. Detective, you have the curse stone of the Evergreen Beach, don't you? You? How did you know? Ario, you idiot. That was so much easier than expected. Oh, crap, sorry. With simple inference, I figured you would have taken the curse if you were just in the gardens. If you know that, then you must be a curse bearer yourself. I have no intentions of hiding anything. I planned to tell you from the start. Look, this is my curse stone. I believe it's called the Foot Washing Mansion. It's Wong's curse stone again. That's right, but are you sure about this? I'm not so rash that I'd kill someone as soon as I found out they were the curse bearer. Not without talking to them first. Yeah. So Wong, in case you don't know this story. Oh, wrong one. Let me go over it again. This one is a silly one too. They're all kind of silly, which is why I was like, huh, they're based on murder stuff. Okay. So basically, there was a really bad smell and some blood, and then some smell. A bad smell, and the wind was rustling, and then suddenly a giant foot drenched in blood smashed through the ceiling and screamed, "Wash!" And so the servants, not sure what to do, just wash the foot, because why not, I guess. And that's it. It left, and the roof was magically fixed. And then every night, the foot comes back and asks. So he finally asked a friend to trade houses with him, and then the foot stopped coming. So I'm guessing it worked. I don't know. Now you know all about the foot washing. So Wong, if I step on you and go, wash, will you wash my feet? I wouldn't do that. I don't like feet. Yeah, well, technically Wong's been here this whole time. He's just Gundaming behind me. You're the same, aren't you, detectives? You wouldn't use a curse on a normal person. Let's speak as equals, should we? Oh. Ooh, so his curse that he has is when he's lying. Boss? Sure, we'd rather resolve this amicably too. But before we talk, there's something I should tell you. This is my curse stone, the Evergreen Beach, just like you thought. What? What? Boss, why would you tell him? As for how the curse works. Boss, are you having another senior moment? If you tell him that, it hangs to death anyone who would try to mislead me. So if you try to lie to me, the curse stone will let me know. I don't have to use it to tell, understand? Whoa, really? That's super useful. I see. Understood. That's a pretty useful power for a detective. Now then, let's talk. Damn, it seems I've lost the upper hand. No point in petty tricks, I'll be honest with you. So far, so good. There's someone I want to bring back, so I'd like your consistency in collecting soul drugs. Can't help you. Please, all you have to do is tell me who the other curse bearers are. Sorry, but as a police officer, I can't just look the other way and let you go. Please, if you help me, I'll let you two go as well. Ooh. Well, he doesn't technically need us. Is that a threat? No. It's your final warning. I should have used my curse sooner. I just don't know what it is. You really think you escape it just being careful? It didn't matter which one of you was the curse bearer. I'll be taking both your cell drags anyways. Wait, Namagaki. The foot washing mansion is a powerful curse and so simple to activate. It's ready whenever I need it. There's no escape from the voice of my feet. Ario, get out of here. Hurry, I'll find you later. What? Okay. Too late. Hear the voice of my curse echo. The voice of his curse echo. God, this voice. Okay, I died. So he's lying somewhere else. Oh, he's lying. Yeah, he's got to be lying at some point. Which is not. Teehee? My, Kojika, you seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. This is mere conjecture on my part, but believe you may be aware of a way to escape Utaro's curse. Oh, god damn it, I do! Oh my god. I forgot about that. I do know how to escape his curse. Very well. Did I hit the right one? Huh? What? Why isn't my curse echo working? Second time, dude. Fuck you. It's possible. This has never happened. Actually, it did in a different run. What's happening? I don't hear any. Ario, now grab him. Right. Namagaki, get down. God damn it. Boss, here, his curse stone. Good work. Give it to me. He has no more feet to wash. Damn it, why? What do you think, boss? Should we lock him up? Haven't even touched you. We can't consider that assault of a police officer. Let him go. All we need is a stone. Ugh, how could that happen? My right of resurrection. Can I turn the sound back on now? Give it up. The right was too good to be true from the start. I don't know what happened to you, but you'd be better off mourning whoever you lost the right way. Now get out of here. Damn it. Okay, now let's turn the sound back on. I do know his is the only one I can work that way. I am really bad at this. There we go. Phew, that was a close one, huh, boss? We'd probably be dead if he had activated his curse. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Stops him something from the curse, but... Boss, are you okay? Does having another curse stone hurt? Yeah, the curse from this one's flowing into me, too. Oh, no. I saw it activates the curse of the foot washing mansion, and the resentful memories bound to it. Ah, I see. I always thought this was one of the stranger of the 7 mysteries. No, I know. Why? This is sure something. Oh, what did you see? Let's save that for later. All you need to know for now is that this is a particularly powerful curse. We're lucky we took it from him quickly. Whew. Okay, that one I do actually want to know. I don't know anything about this one. The real... Oh, it literally just kills him when it says wash? Oh. Wow. So an Onmyoji user who got selfish, which if you guys don't know, Onmyoji is I don't know a good way to translate it, but it's a type of like basically I don't want to say magic because it's not quite true. It's like symbology type stuff. But yeah, they use like spiritual and psychic stuff, whatever. If you've ever seen like Fudo scrolls, Ofuda, that's usually Onmyoji related. So yeah, basically she was selfish and used her magic for the wrong reason and lost the battle and to death specifically, and was trying to escape, and then it was too late. Death caught her. Well, that makes one. Stone. Where do we go now? We'll visit all the places associated with the mysteries while it's still dark out. You mean we have to do this all over again? I hope they aren't as aggressive as him, but people will do crazy things to bring back someone they love, like Ogopopo. It seems that the hatred the cursed stones are imbued with makes people more willing to kill. Really? Then what about you, boss? I'm fine. I may not have had any spirit sense, but I'm tough when it comes to this stuff. That's why they love me in paranormal affairs. So you are spiritually gifted after all. All right, let's head to the next place. The only thing I wonder is, because right now he doesn't seem to have anybody that he'd really want to resurrect. That's what I'm wondering. Well, we made it through a decent amount. Hers was really long and talky. Do one more, I think, and then I'm gonna call it because I'm so hungry. So this is where we ran into Shogo initially. AKA I ran into them. Midori Cho Park. Midori Cho Park. Green City Park. Excuse me, sorry to bother you, but we have some questions for you. So this time we're going to meet another guy. I don't know. What? Are you the police? I haven't done any. I don't know. I'm giving them weird voices. Don't worry. This isn't an interrogation or anything. We just want to talk. You're Hideki Araishi, right? The historian. We know who you are, so this won't take long. But since we saw you here, we'd like to ask you a couple questions. Oh, he looks very sus. Well, let's get it over with. I'm a busy man. I want to look around. No. Boss, let's ask Hideaki some questions. Fine. Now, Mr. Iraishi, what were you doing here at this time of night? Doing research, of course. Day or night, information never sleeps. That's an admirable philosophy, you know. Your research has been quite the talk around town. What was it you were saying? You discovered something about some book? Oh my god. Oh right, you found some kind of ritual in the Record of Fates. What? Don't tell me you want to know how to carry out the rite of resurrection too. To be perfectly honest, I'm tired of people asking me about it all the time. None of you even care about local history. You just come crawling out of the woodwork when something interesting comes up. Looks like I hit a nerve. You think you can force me to tell you because you're a policeman. You're sorely mistaken. Was the research you were doing just now also related to the rite of resurrection? Well, yes, that's right. What exactly were you looking for? I have no reason to tell you that. You wouldn't understand anyways. Was the research you were doing just now? Oh my god. Well, he won't tell me. Okay. Are you doing all this research so you can use the rite of resurrection yourself? Policeman, do you really think people can be brought back to life? Everyone I meet, pitiful. Huh? So you don't believe in the rite? Whether it's real or not has nothing to do with my research. Such things are better left to the occult freaks. Or so I thought. Huh? Things change. It has become necessary for me. Blah, blah, blah. It has become necessary for me to pursue the rite. So now I pray that it is real. What changed? I'm sure you can imagine. The funds for my research. Received a large amount of funding for seeking the rite of resurrection. If I find it, I will receive a sum so great that I'll never have to worry about money again. Oh, then that means someone is sponsoring your research. Is that right? So what if they are? You have no idea how hard we work to secure funding for our research. No interest in teaching those children. Listen to me, I'll tell you one thing. Those experts you see writing provocative books or spotting nonsense on TV to try to get them popular. All of them are just trying to get the money they need to do their research. With how popular the occult is, saying something even remotely spooky can lead to big money. Really? Boo. Was that remotely spooky enough? No. Man, I wanted my big money. Huh? But I bought your book. The pursuit of unknown begins first and foremost with belief. I was so inspired by that bit. I do appreciate your patience. Unfortunately, however, the occult is not my true interest. The fate of the unknown is to be destroyed by thorough research and deep consideration. No way, I can't believe it. You're surprisingly innocent. Then what kind of research do you want to be doing? I'm sure it wouldn't interest you, but to put it simply, the focus of my research is how historical accounts transform into folklore over the years as they get passed on from generation to generation. Actually, that's very curious to me. I would like to know this too. What does that mean? Due to human bias, the account of any event is inevitably changed by the person communicating it. This is not necessarily done with ill intentions. It happens when someone tries to fill in the gaps in story that lacks detail, or when something's left out or abridged because of the story's length, or when a story twists and shifts as it's spread through oral tradition. It's like a game of telephone. Even when two stories are told about the same event, differences in culture and environment affect how it's told, changing its context. Silly little things can turn into terribly mysterious legends. My research is the study of how history, culture, and legend all influence each other. I see. Take the 7 mysteries of Honjo, for example. Why are some of the mysteries seemingly about nothing particularly interesting? You think these stories won't last decades, so let alone 100 years, so why? Perhaps putting it that way piques your interest? I admit, I'm curious. So that's why you've been researching all this time. Makes sense. As I said, it doesn't matter to me whether the right or exists or not. If the people in Edo period believe that was written in the record of fates was real, that's all I'm interested in. But I have to be realistic. The research I do is unfortunately not very lucrative. That's why I need to take some risk. Oh, he's still talking to me about that. This record of fates. Where did you get your hands on it? The storehouse of an old private residence in the city, just as the public was told. I'm unable to be more precise due to an agreement with my informant. Who's your informant? Well, in that case, I think I might have a guess as to who it is you were looking for. So what it is you were looking for. It's gonna be the 7 mysteries or curse stones. Thoughts? Let's try curse stones. What? Damn it. If you know about that, then calm down. No need to get so defensive. Oh, I was right. Wow. Ooh. Do we want to show him or not? We both want information, right? Why don't we have a nice, friendly chat? You may say that, but I don't trust you. Perhaps you've already learned about curses. Perhaps you want to take my power away from me. No, that's not true. Once revealed my hand, I'll see nothing else. Sorry, I'll be taking my... Damn it, I should have shown him. Hey, stop! Ugh, he's so fast. Sorry, boss, he got away. I should have shown it to him. Okay, I learned. Yeah, I'll go show my stone. You show me yours, I'll show you mine. I like that you can do that. Makes it a little easier. Okay. We both wanted information, right? Why don't we have a nice, friendly chat? A curse stone! You are a curse bearer! A leaf, it is the evergreen beach then? Yep, will you show me yours? Keep it in your pants. Ooh. This is mine, the evergreen. This is the guy we killed in the alley! I didn't know who it was because we never saw him. We just killed him. Interesting. I'll tell you this for free. The Evergreen Beach comes from a man who was hanged for spreading false rumors. But the accusations against him were unfounded, and he died cursing those who deceived him. Ah, so that is the resentful memory held in the Evergreen Beach. Memories of the seven mysteries are truly fascinating. If only I could collect them all. Do whatever you want, but you should know something. This stone of mine lets me curse anyone who tries to mislead me. What? But... So don't try and lie. I'll know. You will curse a citizen and you call yourself an officer of the law. That all depends on you. I don't want to use it if I don't have to. What is it you want? The curse stones are dangerous. I'd like to confiscate yours. Excuse me, but my right. First, let me ask you one thing. I know it's like right, but it also sounds like my rights. You haven't used that curse, have you? No, of course not. I swear. I see. Good. Now why don't you hand over that stone? Unless you'd rather try using it on me instead. Damn you. I won't give it to you. If I were to say that, what would happen? Would it be a crime? Please are aware of how dangerous the stones are. I could arrest you under Article 1, Section 2 of the Minor Offense Act. Or you could hand it over and all you lose is your secret ability. Think of what would happen to you if you were arrested. Ugh. Fine. You can have the stone here. Oh, you got it actually. Good choice. I look forward to seeing how your research pans out. Humph. Alright, would you tell everything you know about what's been going on? If you help us out, we'll give you all the information we've gotten after we solve the case. What do you say? In that case, will you tell me all about the resentful memories of the seven mysteries? Believe that they are the key to the secret hidden in the record of fates. Sure, why not? I'll learn about them as I collect the curse stones. Okay, I want to know what that one's about. Sorry, I'd like the lore behind this too. It was the Ever-Burning Lantern. It's a Sobakart one. Kills by disembowelment one who finds themselves trapped in dark. Oh, I'm so glad we got that one fast. Thank you, my lighter I picked up. Although that was problematic later. What do I feel? Oh. So because he was forced to kill somebody that he really didn't want to, he wanted to yeah, he was basically, they were like, it's fine, but he's like, no, it's not fine, and then he killed himself, and the lantern was used as a guide on the Sobakart, so yeah, he just haunted that too. But thanks to you, we learned a lot from him. I wonder, the mysteries in the right are all public information. Kept everything he knows about the other curse bearers and the source of the curse here hidden. I was hoping he'd at least give us a clue about how to beat these curses. Oh, I see. Then we should be more aggressive next time. Really make them spit it out. And by we, I mean you. Guessing that he wants to save this curse. He would have told us anything, no matter what we asked. How do we know where he hangs out? We can always send someone for him if we need be. Right, got it. I'm so surprised to hear there are actually 9 of the 7 mysteries, so yeah, 2 extra curse bearers we have to find. We've confiscated 2, so there are 6 more. They could be anywhere in this town. We have to find them fast, or they may start using the curses. No, I think it's already too late. Huh? Didn't tell you this, but there were some soul drugs in Namageki's curse stone. Then he killed someone with it? It's not much, so it probably wasn't a curse bearer. Shit. Well, we know who did it. We can make arrangements to take him into custody. We'll have a paranormal affairs pick him up tomorrow. For now, we continue our search. Oh, right. On to the next place. We'd have to cross them off the list one by one. Oh, but boss? Huh? Good to know we can use the Minor Offense Act to arrest people with curse stones. Why didn't we do that with Namageki? If we could do that, there'd be no need for paranormal affairs. What grounds would a normal detective have to put him under arrest? Oh, right. Yeah, I suppose that's true. So the college student is the one who killed somebody already. Yeah, it looks like I can't go any further on his anyway, so. So we're stuck on both of these, but and then we'll do hers next time. So yeah, how many more? Cause see, this is the one that Shogo had, so it must belong to somebody else initially. I wonder if it belongs to the girl. We don't know this one yet. Or that one. That's the girl's. That's his. Foot washing. So yeah, he's got the foot washing machine. Foot washing. Rude. Okay. This game is really interesting though. I like it. Unfortunately, I think Harue's story was a little dialogue heavy and nothing else, but I'm hoping hers gets more interesting too. The detective one is more about the pace of Shogo, so that was pretty cool. All right, I am gonna go look for someone to raid now. And then in the meantime, we will go ahead and do my outro. If I can get to it. I'm so bad at this, guys. I clicked the wrong thing. You have to see me again for a second. I clicked the wrong thing. Oh my god, some of these people have so many. Dare kana? Sorry, you have to see me again. Oh, let's raid Benku. That's a good one. All right, now we are raiding for real. So now, while I set this up. And it's perfect. It looks like he's just starting. Okay, try that again. All right. Iku wa yo! See you next time.